alphabets. You must be wondering how they are, how do they look. So they are not aliens. They just look like English alphabets. Only few extra characters are there. Then we are going to learn in this slide today all about 26 letters plus special characters, native pronunciation tips, practice words for each letter, and some pro tips to sound authentic. So let's see letter A, which is called as A, like father. So this, when we say A, fa, that A will be there. Open your mouth wide and relax your jaw, nice and easy. For example, A fell, ow toe, A bent. Think A at the doctor's. That's your perfect German A. What are the common mistakes? Don't flatten it like the A, like cat, a. Don't say a. Keep it open. A. Bay, just like English bay. Easy win for English speakers like Brot, Buch, Berg. B at the end of the word sounds like P. For example, halb. So if you see here the alphabet B, when I'm writing B at the beginning, it is book. So it is sounding like B only. Or in Hindi or Marathi, we write B like this. But suppose your B is coming at the end of any word. For example, hal. So this B sounds like P or P. Hal. Don't forget that end of word flip, it trips us beginners every time. So always remember, when it is at the beginning, it is B or be, and when it is at the end, it sounds like P. C, which is called as say. T is there, minor T, say. Mostly shows up in borrowed words. Its sound changes depending on the vowel that follows. Cafe, computer, sent. Here it is sent, like this, but here it is like k or k. Cafe, computer, sent. E or I sounds like TS. Before A, O, U sounds like K. So if this word C is coming before A, then it is going to sound like K. And if it comes before E or I, it sounds like S. Don't pronounce it like the English C. It's always S. S. T sound is always there. Or K in German. D, that is day, sounds just like the English word day, like Monday, Tuesday, like that you can say. After that, one twist at the end of the words, it hardens up. For example, at the beginning, we are saying Danke or Deutsch, drei. D sounds like T. So, Hund. It will be Hund. So, if your word starts with D, it will sound like day. If you're, for example, Danke, it sounds like D in Marathi or Hindi, or just simply D. But suppose your word is ending with D, for example, Hund. The pronunciation of D sounds like T, like Hund. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't soften the D at word endings. It's a hard T, not soft D. So at the end of the word, it sounds like T. E letter sounds as A, just like A in English. We have this E sounds like A. I know, I don't know what's happening again and again. Yeah, we'll avoid that. So E sounds like A, which we have in English alphabets. Think of hey. That's your German A. It's clean, open, and super common to use. For example, Essen. So here it is sound like A. So Essen. At the end of the word, E softens to a quiet like the final sound in bitter. So, and if suppose your E is coming at the beginning, it will sound like elephant, like elephant. And suppose your E is coming at the end, bitter means please. So, bitter will sound like at the E, at the end, it sounds like Common mistakes to be avoided. Don't skip the final E. Germans always pronounce it even if it's barely there. F. Same as English. No surprises here. F sounds exactly like fast or friend. For example, Frau, fish, Gün. F is one of the easiest German alphabet or letters. It never changes its sound ever. Don't overthink it. No need to soften or harden it. Just say like F in English. Gay, like G is pronounced as gay. Rhymes with day, like just like day, it's gay. Sound just like the G in English. Go easy with and like it's very easy to pronounce. Don't think much about it. For example, good, garden, gross. If you hear G sounds like normal English G only. G mostly behaves itself same sound every time at the start of a word. Common mistakes, don't forget at the end of the word G sounds like K, like tag, T-A-G, but this G sounds like K at the end, tag, not tag, it's tag. Ha, like the English H in house, clean and very simple. No tricks at the start of words like house, Hund, hello. After a vowel, H goes silent and just stretches the vowel, like in gehen. Now, gehen is the word, gehen. That means to go. If after H, after a vowel, H goes silent. So, E is the vowel, correct? E is the vowel. If your H comes after vowels, now which are the vowels like I, O, U, right? These are our vowels. So, if H comes after any of this character, we will call it like A. H goes silent like gehen. Don't don't drop the H at the start of words. It's always heard there. And if your word is starting with H, do not make it silent. It's always there like Hund. You can't say und. H is never silent at the first place. And when your H is coming after vowel, then it should be stretched on vowel and H goes a little bit silent. E. Now, I sounds like E. E which is in English alphabets. Always a clean, crisp E. No surprises here. So, like ish, in, im. German I never sounds like I. It's always E. Every single time. So, common mistake, don't say ish like ik. Keep that vowel short and sweet, ik. Yacht. German J sounds like the English Y. Yes. Not like J in jump. Totally different from what you are used to. For example, this J will be ya, not ja. So it will be ya. Jung, yar. Think of J as always staying here. Every single time, no exceptions. Don't say jump. German J never makes that hard English J sound. So it is always like ear. It is always ear or yeah, that's the only way to say it. Then we have the next alphabet, which is Ka. Now Ka, same as like K, clean, crisp and consistent. No surprises here. Like kind means child, Katze, cat, common to come. K is always pronounced. No silent K's like in English, knife. K is always pronounced. Don't drop the K before N in German. Both letters are silent. Wait, actually K is always voiced. Don't confuse it with English spelling. So K is always pronounced. It is never silent. Like one example is there for K, which is Kneipe. Now this is the word in which K is not silent. Kneipe. I will say K also and N also. L. Just like English, same sound, zero surprises. The German L is clean, clear and totally familiar, like Liebe, lesen, lernen. Touch your tongue just behind your front teeth, same as English, light. Don't overcurl your tongue. Keep it light and forward. It is not like light. It's not like that. It's light, like simple word. M, exactly like English, close your lips and let it through your nose. Easy way. Like man, Mutter, Mehr. German S is 100% identical to English. Just say it naturally and you are already correct. What are the common mistakes? Don't overthink it. Beginners sometimes tense up, relax, it's the same sound. N. Touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Let air flow through your nose. Same sound as English. Name, nine, neun. German N is identical to English. If you can say no, you are already nailed it. So don't over nasalize it. Keep it clean, short, not drawn out. So just no, just like in English you say. O, round lips into perfect O shape and hold it. No gliding, just clean pure sound. Opa, Oben, October. German O is a pure steady vowel. Say O and freeze your mouth. Don't let it drift into aw like English speakers often do. It's like O, not like aw. P. Sounds just like English P. Close your lips and pop it out with a burst of air. Clean, crisp, no surprise. Like papa, papier, post. German P is always sharp and clear, never swallow or soften. It's not like papa, it's like papa. Don't confuse T with B. German keeps them very distinct. Q. Q is always followed by U and together they make K and V sound. Think queen like that. Like Quelle, Qualität, Quiz. Q in German, Qui, say K and V fast together. Don't pronounce Q like English. It's never like Qui. It's Qui. Air, but make it like guttural. German R is produced deep in the throat, nothing like English. It can also roll off the tongue, giving it that unmistakable German edge. Rot, rise, richtig, rice, richtig. At the end of the word, R softens into a lazy sound like Wasser, Wasser. But at the beginning, it is very strong. Rice. But at the end, it becomes Don't roll it like Spanish R. German R lives in the throat, not in the tongue tip. S looks familiar, but S plays by different rules in German depending on where it sits in a word. Sonne, sieben, See. S before a vowel at the start of the word sounds like Z in English. So Zona sounds like zona. Don't always say S like S. That buzzy Z sound at the start of the word is a key. Like Zeben. T, sharp, crisp, and easy. German T sounds almost exactly like English, just clearer. Tag, Tisch, Tun. Always punch that T short, crisp, and confident. Common mistakes to be avoided. Don't soften it into a D sound like an casual American English like butter. In German, T is always crisp. T only. It's not like the butter. Right? Ooh. Round your lips and say ooh, like in moon, food, short, deep, and always the same. Und, ur, unter. Keep your lips rounded the whole time. The rounder, the better. Never say yo, like in English. Use German oo is a pure oo, no Y sound. V. So V is like F. Forget everything English taught you. German V sounds like F, not V. Like fatter. It will be like fatter. This fatter will be like fatter because V is pronounced as F. Fear, feel. Native German words with V always F sound. Simple rule. Don't say victory, say victory. So V is F in German. Way. W sounds like V, the total opposite of what you have expected. So Wasser, Weir, Wine. German V, English F, German W, English V. Once it clicks, it sticks. Don't say water for Wasser, it's Wasser. X. X sounds exactly like English. It's rare in German and mostly shows up in borrowed words like taxi, xylophone, extra. X is one of the rarest letter in German. If you see it, just pronounce it like you normally would in English. Don't overthink it. There is no special German twist. Here just X. Ypsilon. Sounds like the German Ö. Say E with rounded lips. Mostly shows in borrowed words like yoga, tube, handy. In borrowed words, Y can sound like U or I. Context is your clue. Don't pronounce it like the English Y. That's not how Germans say it. Pronunciation set. Z in German always sound like ts, ts. Yeah. Entschuldigung, excuse me. Yeah. Ts. Like Zeit, Zen, zusammen. Like pizza, that double Z, it's at a TS sound. That's your German Z. Pizza. Don't say it like the English Z. It's Z. It's always ts, ts, TS together. Now these are extra characters. For example, one of three German umlauts, those two dots completely change the vowel sound. Think short E, not A. Like Käse, Mädchen, spät. So instead of A, we will say A. Käse, Mädchen, spät. A sound, then shift your mouth towards E. That middle point is A. Common mistakes, don't just say A regular A. The umlauts matters and changes the whole word. Like O, say like A, but round your lips into an O, like like in the I in bird, but with the rounded lips. Think of it saying like O with attitude, like hören, hören, öl. You umlaut, say A, but push your lips forward, like puker up like you're about to whistle. That's your über, Tür, fünf. Practice both in mirror. Lip position is everything with these two. Don't skip the lip rounding like or Ü, or else it will not come authentically like in German. And then this is like beta sign, which is SZ, pronunciation A sharp double S sound. Like SZ sounds exactly like S, like in English, S, or in Hindi or Marathi, like S, like this. It just shows up after long vowel and diphthong. It's 100% unique to German, like Straße. Even this word is there, like this character is there, but it is pronounced as S only. So Straße, gross wise. Can't type SS, just write double S. It's always an acceptable substitute. Don't confuse S with letter B. S set is like one extra line is there, and B, here both our edges are joined. They look similar but sound completely different. So here we came to the end of our alphabets. In next series, we will learn numbers.